Hi, YouTube. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Happy Valentine's Day to those who celebrate it for whatever reason. Don't care. Could care less. I celebrate it because of, um, well, I used to get a lot of birthday gifts today because my birthday's tomorrow. So, like, everything heart shaped. Even one time I got this stuffed animal that was red and its eyes were hearts and the same with its nose, and so red and white dog. It was pretty cool. I broke its eye playing drums. I would line up my stuffed animals and they'd have different sounds. Um, but yeah, so I busted its eye. Yeah, I have wet hair today. I'm keeping my neck cool. Tonight will be 2 days fasting. I'm gonna stop tonight. Um, I didn't sleep well the night before and I ate that cake and it just wasn't good for me. So I just got some good sleep last night. I omitted the food and I feel better today. So cheers, everybody. Jason from our KX he was talking about the barter system and how, like, these mom and pop stores, and general stores, you could go in and if you had something you didn't need, they have like consignment shops, is what we call them now, if they have them. A lot of like antique dealers, I worked for one, they had a consignment. They'd take a piece of somebody's antique and then sell it for them, you know. And it was worldwide too. I mean, sometimes I even wondered, like, some of these things, how legit everything was. But with her, the woman I worked for was one thing, but her husband was another thing. So if you know what I mean, yeah. He was only with her, I think, because of her money. There were about 25 years in separation of their age, and um, it wasn't her physical attraction, and he was a, so it wasn't her heart either, you know. So yeah, it was. Um, I don't know. I felt bad for her. I had to tell her the truth about some stuff one time with her husband's shady dealings, and that was really difficult, you know. But back to the barter system. A lot of people in the United States are afraid that it's illegal or something. No, it isn't. You can have just about anything you want through the barter system. Just about, you know. I mean, of course, certain things, but you know, like even services, if somebody taught French and I had some jewelry they wanted, as long as both parties are happy. If somebody did like baking and another person could fix cars, whatever, the barter system still goes on in our area. And I can tell you the truth that I have had almost every vehicle I've ever wanted from the barter system. Sometimes we lose hundreds or thousands on a deal of something we want, but it doesn't matter as long as both parties are happy. And in the end, through other deals, we always make ahead on, say, like one time we bought a motor for a Dodge truck. And it was out of this one movie, Simple Plan. And then somebody had it in their hot rod, and um, we bought it, and then somebody else could use it, and we did something to it to make it better or whatever. I'm just giving, like, this was an actual thing. But like an example, And then we got like, say, like a snow blower for a motor, or you see what I'm saying? It's always worked out pretty cool. Like, I think one time, I can't remember what it was. I think Doug even got like a camera on one of the deals, and you never know. There's one guy right now trying to deal with him for um Harley, a 69 um chopper that he's thinking, well, if he does get it, maybe he'll make a trike out of it. So never know. So he's made a trike before, so with a Volkswagen front end. Then we bought another one that had a Volkswagen motor and the front of it for the suspension. Um, so anyway, or no, the other way around. It was the rear for the suspension, yeah, on the trike. So and a Volkswagen motor in it. That's what this last trike we had was a Volkswagen. I've got pictures of it on my Facebook. I might have shared it on here. In fact, I know I have a video, I'm pretty sure, where I went out and walked around and showed you some of our vehicles. So, yeah, I am roasting. I'm glad I didn't dry my hair, you know. But fasting will do that to you too. Yeah. Anyhow, so I was going to say, and I'm probably going to write on here, most people are cowards. When it comes to all kinds of things, their fear overwhelms them, and they don't know the laws well enough to even have a say so in their own lives. They just go along blindly, blind, blind, blind. Just listen to whatever the man says. Oh, that's a song too. Good song. Listen what the man says. I have to look that up later. you know, or something about what the man says. I'll find it. Oh yeah, that's an older one. But yeah, just if things go south with all this electronical stuff, because a lot of people forget that the citizens themselves in the United States, we are the largest armed force in the world. Did you know that? And the ones that have firearms most likely don't have just one. And that's to the tunes of millions and millions. And some, like, we got a friend, he's downright crazy on his firearms, you know. So, yeah, a lot of people that actually are skilled in combat, these people think that they're just gonna like lay this digital shit on everybody and we're just gonna roll over and play dead for them. That's not the way people do it in the country. So just stay in the city. If you're weak like that, don't even come out here because you'll get hurt. Every single one of my neighbors, before you get to me on our road, and there's really no other way in, but there's nobody that's not armed out here, not a person. Let that hit home, you know. Could say, well, they could roll through with tanks. Yeah, if we saw they were rolling through with tanks, unless they started with us, we've got armaments we could build in minutes that could take care of that. And there's people with capabilities of reaching the air with powerful stuff. So, yeah, I just want it to be known that you really have nothing to fear. Um, but they are going to be rolling out more force. And I could see like another fake pandemic with forced curfews. Because the more they can keep you in your house and control you and keep you sick, the more control they have over your food, over your movements, everything, you know? So there might be some noise, maybe. I'll work through it if there is. The pump to our well is in the room I'm in. So it takes usually about a minute for the um, video to get back to the audio the right way if the pump comes on. It might not. So, no, doesn't look like it. That's good. Yeah. I didn't do my exercises yesterday. I didn't feel good, and not today. Still kind of feeling a little punk from, well, when you don't sleep good, that's not cool. And I've had altogether in my life literal years of sleep deprivation. So, and some of you might know that feeling if you're like half alive or half dead. You're probably half sick of it, so, and half not. When you get to be about 40, they say life begins at 40. Well, your brain might kick in a little harder, but your body starts depreciating, and it is harder all the time to do things. It doesn't mean you can't do them or you shouldn't. It just means it's more difficult. You have to get a lot stronger in your mind when you get older if you're going to survive, you know. Um, seriously, so. But yeah. Well, that's probably about it. I just wanted to say happy Valentine's Day to everybody and or time and talk about the barter system works. I mean, why wouldn't it? There's people that do that all the time. Like you watch my kids, I'll watch your kids. If you ever allowed a government agency to squelch your ability to barter with another human being on this planet, you have screws loose big time in a big way because that's what people have done through the ages until money was a control mechanism. Well, it doesn't have to be, and most of us where I live, we don't care. So I'm speaking to the cowards about the barter system and the true armed force of the United States citizen. So, all right, everybody, peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. Have a good night or day wherever you're at.